Hi guys, it's Master Coach Tony Morgan, and today's video is on a Fiamma Elektra combi boiler. So on this Elektra combi boiler, we're going to be looking at a hot water problem and a heating problem. But we're going to focus more on the heating problem. And what the problem is that the boiler is continually running and heating the radiators. So we're going to go through this diagnostic, how we're going to find this problem, and you will hopefully learn a bit about this boiler. Now what we've done now, I've just run the hot water, and I'm just going to show this screen here. So what should be happening, you should have a little hot water symbol flashing, and you should see some bars going across. You should also hear the pump running, but at the moment we're not getting none of that. So that's one problem what we've got, and also, as I said, it's not turning off. So we're going to look into this problem first. Now what's happening, this 70 degree temperature here, this is from the hot water unvented cylinder, which I'll show inside the bar in a minute. And what's happened here, this is the 2 kilowatt immersion heater, which is connected to that unvented cylinder. So it's trying to heat it up, but it won't actually heat it, keep it maintained. This will start dropping in temperature soon, which it's just dropped now. So this is representing the main heat exchangers coming on. But we still should have got that other tap symbol. Let's turn it off. Hold them in together again. Which is correct. So what's missing from here is the pump. So we said the main heat exchanger is coming on here. This one is the 2 kilowatt immersion heater underneath the unvented cylinder, but the pump is not running because it should be shown here. So I'm going to demonstrate that to you in a minute. Now we're going to get inside the boiler. So on these bars you've got screws on the top of this front panel here, along there. They're usually here, but there's none on this one. So there'll be one there, one there, and one there, and there'll be some underneath the bottom, like that. Once you remove them screws, then this panel then just lifts off. But we've had a development. Now the pump is now running, because when that tap symbol's flashing, and that bar across, that's what was expecting before when we run the hot tap. Now this is also going back to it not turning off. I said earlier, this is what it's doing. So what's happening, it's running all the time and then going round the heating, because at the moment the hot water tap is not calling. So what will happen now, this here is a return, sorry, this is the flow and return here. Sorry, these two. So basically, if I feel this here, this is starting to get hot, this flow. So the radiators will start getting hot. So that's what the customer's saying, that the heating radiators are getting hot all the time. So I think what happened when we came, this was turned off like this. So you can see the pump stopped, it's gone off, but really you should have that on. So you hear the pump stop now, all gone quiet. So it might be a bit difficult to understand this, because it's a quite tricky fault, and it was tricky for me to try and figure out what was going on. So it's quiet like this. So the pump should all come on either if there's a heating demand, the heating's on, it tells it to come on, or the hot water to be heated up once the tap's running. So we'll just run the tap again and just go through this again so you can see clear what's going on. So the tap is now on, running. So right now the pump should be running, as I said before. That bar should go across. This should start heating. The main heat exchange should start heating, and that should be what's going on, but it's not. But if I press these two together like that, then the hot water tap's flashing. Oh, it's not done it now. Let's try it again. Yeah, so the main heat exchanger is coming on now, but the pump has not started yet, which it should have. Oh, it's just starting now. So that's what it should do. Now let's turn the tap off now, because now the tap's turned off. The pump should have stopped also because it's not required, but it's still running. And then what happens next, the flow pipe for the heating will start getting hot, and the radiators will start getting hot. So that's the problem. Not turning on when it should for the hot water, and it's then not turning off because heating the radiators. So that's our problem, that's the fault, and we're going to try and figure out what's going on. So this is what the problem is. This is the diverter valve, and then you've got this micro switch which connects to the diverter valve. So what's happening, if I pull that switch away from the diverter valve, the pump will stop. So what I've done now, I've pulled this micro switch off the divert valve. So I think we've got a double problem. Either the diverter valve's damaged the switch, or the switch is damaged. So watch what happens now when I push that in. Listen. So you've heard the pump stop now. So the pump stopped. Now when I let go, and then the pump starts running. So that's what's going on. It's to do with this switch and the diverter, and that's what's keeping it running all the time. So basically that's going to be the end of this video, but that was a diagnostic to find out what the problem was, and you've seen that now. So as I said, that's going to be the end of this video, and the next video should show the job working, replacing the switch. We might have to change the diverter valve as well, but you can stay tuned for the next video. So that's it from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.